Good afternoon to those who listen. It's February 3rd, 2024, 12:14 p.m. and another update on the red heifer and everything that's going to be happening in April. I know that other video I did was kind of long and hard to get through, but so it's the letter A. This, we got the X that's going to cross with the eclipses, but the eclipse from last year also made the letter A. The red heifers. There's going to be 4 red heifers that are going to be eligible to be sacrificed in April, and Passover is April 21st, April 22nd, and it goes through the 30th. We got the cicadas coming out in April across 16 states, over 1 trillion cicadas or locusts. Eagle Pass, Texas is where the border crisis is happening. The path of the eclipse goes through there. The Jewish New Year starts on April 8th, the same exact day as the eclipse. During the eclipse, supposedly we'll be able to see 6 planets and stars when the darkness happens from the eclipse. Is the 6 planets actually our planets, or could it be Planet X? Also, in 1805 or 1806 to 1811, there was 2 eclipses that went across the United States and formed an X in the New Madrid fault line area. And there was massive earthquakes in 1811 and 1812. The second eclipse that passed was in 1811, and 3 months after the eclipse passed over the New Madrid fault line, all those big giant earthquakes happened. And now we got another update here. Last year there was 15 red heifers that were going to be shipped to Israel, and it had to be delayed because of this 1,000-year storm of flooding that they had in Texas. And that's where these red heifers are coming from, is Texas, which is another crazy thing too. So they delayed it until September. And this update is coming from Mark Allison 88. The red Also, October 7th, when the Hamas attacked Israel, they were trying to kill the red heifers. I said that was the main reason why they launched the attack. I'm trying to get to all the other parts of the updates. Okay, so there's Glen Rose, Texas, which is also right in the smack path of totality for the eclipse, is where these red heifers are coming from. Right there, it shows you. So I'm just going to say it, and it's up to you guys to pray on it and get discernment from the Holy Spirit. But the way things are lining up with everything is crazy. They are planning on sacrificing the red heifer during Passover to Pentecost. If they do that, that means they have to get permission to do it, and that comes from the Antichrist. He makes a covenant for 7 days, and that starts the sacrifices. And in the middle, or the midst, in the middle of the week, is when the Antichrist stops the daily sacrifices. And then after the 7 days is when the Antichrist is supposed to go into the temple. So I'm not saying that that's going to happen, but if it does, we need to be ready. and we need to be alert. And then I can't find it, but also on April 21st, which is supposed to be the first day of Passover, that is when the devil comet is supposed to be closest to Earth, which is another crazy thing. This comet is not normal. It's, the devil comet is supposedly has, it looks like the Millennium Falcon, or it has horns. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about this. This could be the midpoint of the tribulation. Could be the animal sacrifices starting and the revealing of the Antichrist. I know it sounds outrageous. In 2 months, all in less than 3 months, but 2 months away from the eclipse, which could be the sign. And one more thing I wanted to say, the X. These eclipses are Passover. And, back in the Exodus, when the Jews were slaves to Egypt, and then all the plagues happened, the Passover was the last one, where you had to put a red blood cross on your door so the angel of death would pass over. Is it possible that this X is the X that protects? So maybe the X means that the United States is protected. I was thinking the X was meaning judgment is coming. Maybe it's judgment's coming, but it's for Israel and not the United States. Maybe that's our protection. Just throwing that out there too. Because I think that's I just thought of that last night. I thought that was kind of crazy. Maybe there's something with that. But I'm going to do a better video on this, but I have to throw this out there. Also, I'm just going to do another separate video about how, people are starting to think that we're not going to be able to communicate anymore, meaning, all these, whatever happens, either, like YouTube and all the social media networks, they all go down and stop people from communicating. Maybe there's power outages where we can't communicate. I don't know. But we're getting to the point where there might be no more communication between us, between people that are at a distance, where we can't communicate over phone, internet, over the, social media, whatever. Just throwing that out there too. So, please keep this in mind, and I'll try to do another video on it, explaining it better, but the videos wind up being kind of long, and people don't have that attention, but this is very important. So thanks for watching. God bless.